Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. It's been a little while since I've done a little mini-series, but it's time to start a new one. Today we're going to be playing as the German Reich. This is on the base game of Hearts of Iron 4, but I'm mainly going to try and keep this a peaceful Germany campaign. And what I mean by that is, for the first few years, I am not going to try and declare war on anyone. So if I do the national focus, which means I demand land and they reject it, and for example if France tries to protect one of the smaller countries in Europe, then I will back down. I've tried this a few times and so far it's been kind of unsuccessful, and I've tried it on stream before and that also didn't go very well. So we're going to try it once again and see how we do. So the thumbnail, which I hope you liked, was made by my very good friend Lovespuds. He's just started a Hearts of Iron 4 campaign over on his channel, so I definitely recommend you go and check his channel out. The link to his series, which is the Communist England on the Road to 56 mod, will be in the description. But without further ado, we'll just select Germany, click on Start. We're going to keep off historical AI focuses, keep off Iron Man and just have it as regular difficulty, because as you know, I'm not the strongest Hearts of Iron 4 player in the world. If at some point throughout the campaign not a lot is happening, then I will kind of cut that out the video to keep it kind of a streamlined, quick campaign, because as you know, I try and keep series fairly short, so this will probably be definitely under 10 parts, I would imagine. So first national focus will be the Rhineland, and then I'll just do all of this kind of bits and bobs and skip to something when something actually happens. Okay, so I'm going to go through most of the campaign at 5 speed, apart from when we get into wars, as that kind of helps us skip through the years quite quickly. I am boosting fascism in both the United Kingdom and the United States, and I've just had a non-aggression pact with Italy. I'm not sure, actually I can ask for military access as well and they'll accept, so we might as well get our relations going with Italy. Apart from that, I don't really have a whole lot to do at the moment. I have begun the construction of, or begun recruitment of quite a few new units. Just going to unite our navies into one big old fleet. Haven't organised my armies yet, don't really need to. I can figure that out in a little bit. I'm just going to change this cavalry division over to a tanky. And I think that's it for now. So the reason behind doing the Peaceful Germany one is that I'm always a bit of a warmonger. And I think it would challenge me a little bit to try and go down this route. And I think it'd be kind of interesting for me as well, in the fact that you can gain a lot of territory as Germany without... I'm not actually going to bother helping down in the Civil War. Oh, I don't really care what happens to Spain. You can do quite a lot just being peaceful, especially with the German focus tree. We can actually demand a lot of land. So, for example, if I did do the demand the Sudetenland and they rejected it, then I would back down. So that's what I'm going for in this campaign. Here we go. Research is beginning to be finished. And then we'll just go straight down to mechanical computing. But if you have any advice for me, of course, do let me know in the comments below. I am always ready to take advice on board. Especially, I'm really not a master at Hearts of Iron 4. But if you are actually happy to see it back on the channel, please show your support on the video. Let me know in the comments below. And if you feel it's worthy of one, leave a like. Or don't, it's completely up to you. So, I figured it was time to do something apart from Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. Of course, that will be a regular feature on the channel for as long as people are interested. And at the moment, it is getting a heck of a lot of interest. Okay, so we've done the Reich's Autobahn. We could go down the West Wall. I don't really need to worry about it at the moment, but it's just the industry that I really want to get very early on. I'm not really too bothered about befriending China or befriending Japan. I mean, I can do that at some point. So if we befriend China, then yeah, I mean it's not a big deal in either case really. But at least we get Japan on side. And where I'm going to try and turn America fascist, that might be the best route. So I'm going for dispersed industry for Germany. The reason behind that is that I've seen on a campaign before on YouTube that Germany can get bombed quite a lot. Hence why I kind of dispersed it around. That was my thinking anyway. If I've made a bad decision, then let me know. Because I'm definitely not an expert. As I said before, I really do enjoy just having fun on this. And actually, let's imagine it'll be time to unite the force. 37 divisions. Actually, no, you can be in a different force. And we'll have select our field marshal. Actually, it'll be capacity. Okay, so Gerd von Rundstedt. So I can modify my government, and I'm always a bit unsure what to do early on. However, I think it might be a captain of industry to increase the construction speed, and we can also have refineries if we are lacking in oil. Something that I would also like is the political power gain of 5%. So, but I think to start off with, it's probably more prudent to focus on getting a captain of industry, but we can also get a second one as well. And it might be political power gain, so Martin Bormann or J. von Ribbentrop. I don't really think we need to worry about the ideology drift defense, so I might just increase the political gain. And then we can always change them out as and when we need to. So research slot, fini. So I should also point out, I'm not wearing my glasses at the moment, and that's something that I probably should be doing because I need them to see. So if I misread something, then you know why. So there are leadership purges in the Soviet Union. So while I can read this, it will take me far too long than to do it on recording, while recording. I keep thinking that I'm live, but I'm not. I'm just doing. Yeah, it's kind of odd doing a Let's Play now on YouTube, where I've kind of got so used to doing them on Twitch, but it's quite nice not to go up against human opponents for a change, because that was becoming tricky to kind of figure out my plans, and I think sometimes when you're playing against human players, it can almost hamper improving at the game. So I think we won the Olympics as per usual. I don't think... no, at the moment, no one's going to declare war on us, so I don't really need to set up a front line, and I don't really know where my first area of conquest or demands are going to be. As you can see, my production is going okay. I think in terms of tanks, we need lots of tanks and lots of infantry equipment. So we'll start to max out that, improve that, max that out, and actually max that out as well. So we have unassigned divisions. So we have more divisions being recruited. I'm doing quite an aggressive recruitment, so I can go down the faction tree of the national focus route of Anschluss as quick as possible. How far are we away from complete? Only 5 days left till we complete the... here we go. Industrial effort 2. There we go. So I was also just going to do the base game as well. I didn't add any mods in, as I figured that it'd be prudent for me just to improve on the base game without being distracted by mods as well, because they can be kind of intimidating sometimes. So, you know, it's good just to get... What does that all say? It's just to get a little bit better. Military factory. Yeah. There we go. So I don't believe they're in a army. I'll probably put them in Rommel, so we can absolutely trounce Poland if we need to. And it's also just a bit of a defense. I've only got 5 army experience, so the divisions that I have, a lot of them are regulars, which is unfortunate in the fact that I can't get more army experience early on. And I think we've got as far as we can, so we'll start going down that route. Okay. Actually, it'd be prudent just to get them to a front line so I can just see where my unassigned divisions actually are in the country. Okay, that's all done. We're in just towards the end of 1936 now. I think I'll go down the route of army innovations. And I'm going to take a little look, see how many troops I have left in the army. Well, not left, actually in the army. And I think I'll set up at least some of my air force. Okay. Shift and click. And shift and click. So they're deploying, and I'll stick them... Actually, they don't really need to be put anywhere. So we've got 200 planes there. I think that might increase the men in the field. 402, 440, so that does. And we are in 1937 now, so we can increase our construction speed of our factories. as I want to get those constructed as quick as possible. So at the minute, I started off creating more civilian factories, and then we're switching to full-on military mode, zippity quick. At least that's the plan. 5 extra infantry divisions. Lovely. Off you go, sirs. Down to the front with you. And we have some SS divisions along with some tanks that can go into Rommel. Rommel is going to be my main chap for anything armor, as he does have that bonus, I believe. He's a trickster and he's a panzer leader, so that increases our armor division attack. And once again, we've still got a heck of a load of political power, so it's rather nice. I could go down, so we can only go to partial mobilization, which is fine. War economy is fine. So I guess it's more about now figuring out what we want to focus on in terms of research. So industrial research, or there's the theorist. Oh, so we need 250 to gain army experience daily. So I might save up for that. Air experience gain. Oh. There we go. And actually, I can edit my divisions at least a little bit now. I'm probably going to wait. No, I don't actually want that. So I'm not going to bother with that. At the minute, I'm researching. I think I've got some tanks. Sorry, anti-tank guns being researched. But now I'm going to go down the route of a field hospital, as I'd like to get my infantry divisions up to scratch in that regard. So we've already got 43 divisions on the French border, which is fan-dabby-dozy. We're in 1937. 503 men in the field. I'll probably start recruiting a few more infantry divisions now. Just an extra 6. That's fine. Having undersigned divisions at this point, for me, no problemo. So, progress update. I have got my glasses on now, which actually makes everything so much clearer. It's awesome. So, we'll keep getting tons of troops in the army. How many men are we up to now? 537. And we're almost at befriended plan, so I don't know if I'm going to get enough to... they might be able to deploy just in time and bump me up to the amount that I need. Let's get dispersed industry, or... we'll do that. Improve machine tools. Radio is complete. Fan-dabby-dozy. Radio detection. That might be prudent to get some of those at some point as well, as we're going to be mainly focused on defense, I imagine. This is almost going to be... While it's going to be peaceful, it's also going to be a defensive Germany to a certain regard. There we go. Anschluss. Fan-dabby-dozy. The Hindenburg disaster. Well, that's not great, honestly, but that's fine. So there's probably enough divisions to hold on, actually. I'm going to just delete that order and plop them against Austria, just so they feel like, you know, you probably want to... Oh. You probably want to join with me. Join! Become one. Join the Reich. And I don't know that Italy want to be in the faction yet. Doesn't look like they do. So they've sent volunteers to... Oh, blimey! Are the Nationalists going to win? That's really difficult to tell. I imagine if I sent a couple of panzers down there... Do you know what? I think I might do that. It's probably prudent for me to send down some volunteers. We can send 4. Okay, so that's 3 panzer divisions. And I'm going to send 1 from you. Send Erich von Manstein down. So it would be nice to have that ally in the long run, and to get this civil war over and done with, because that seems to be dragging on for a while now. And what is the progress of that war? I know I'm pausing and starting and stopping a lot, but okay. So where are they? Here we go. So let's plop our front line here. And then our offensive line can be to take Barcelona. And let's just start on, get on with that. I'm sure my divisions should be able to punch through their line pretty easily. And we'll probably isolate a few of their divisions as well. How can anyone say that Austria is not German? So we completed the Anschluss. We have unassigned divisions. And I think I'm going to reassert my eastern claims next. Actually, did you know what? Let's try and get the treaty with the USSR. Okay, so they are now one with the Reich. Let's position those forces over there. And probably it will be prudent for me to change around some of these divisions. I'll just see what's actually left. Especially that cavalry division. I would definitely prefer that to be a tank division. Panzer division. There we go. So if anyone has any ideas for what would be the best bet for division types, that's kind of what I'm still a bit weak on. I'm probably weak on more than that. Yeah, because they've got all of theirs. I don't really need those. So I'm going to add in some support anti-tanks. But then that will mean that we're missing the production equipment. But I think we need those support anti-tanks, especially with the infantry divisions going up against... Towed anti-tank. Let's get that moving. It won't be my highest priority. In fact, I think probably, actually, that should be enough. And I don't know that I can get field hospitals yet. Are we still researching those? Let's take a little look. We are. But once we can, we'll beef up those divisions as well. I'll probably use these units as a bit more of a garrison than anything else. So we'll have Maximilian, and basically any units that we get kind of in the Anschluss or any kind of weaker divisions will definitely focus on keeping away naval invasions. Let's guard naval bases to start off with. We have more unassigned divisions. Okay, that's the Panzer division. You can go over to Rommel, along with the SS divisions. So I'm giving Rommel a lot of my elite troops. And I think that's kind of prudent, because he is a bit of a beast. You want to keep Rommel happy. You are going, right? Okay, I don't really want to lose those panzers. Oh, crumbs. I've made a bit of a mistake there. I've kind of gone through their line a bit too quickly. So let's slow that down, see what we can resolve here. Unless that's been enough to make them capitulate. They're 98% towards capitulation. So actually, if we send... you guys there. And that should be enough to make them... definitely should be enough to make them capitulate, I would reckon. Or Zaragoza. But we're certainly doing a good job at least holding the line now. Okay. Dispersed industry. Here we go. We've got no template for towed anti-air. It's because I'm producing the wrong thing. Towed anti-tank. That is rather embarrassing. But it looks like the Civil War should be over now. Ish. There we go. Done and dusted. I'll stick those divisions in Rommel's force. And that'll bump him up to 24 divisions, which is great. And that's a heavily panzer-focused army. Okay, so we've got the field hospitals. Christ, we are researching things very, very quickly indeed. It's rare I actually go through a game this quickly, but it's... I think it's for the best. Hopefully I'm not taking doing too many mistakes. I might just go down the route of... Fine there. Let's do some more dive bombing. There's something else that I wanted to do. Probably check on the progress of the treaty with the USSR. That's coming along. And also edit the... Add some field hospitals. Edit the... Okay, so that's good. Then the SS division. So they have recon, support artillery. I think it might be worth having some... Will that reduce the XP loss? Trickle back. Yeah. We want them to be well equipped. And probably... I can't do that at the moment. Okay. I think that's pretty good overall. We're doing okay. Build up on the Chinese border. Fine. Let's now, I think we'll reassert our eastern claims. Soviets accept the treaty. Fantastic. I would rather have them on side at this point than against me. Got quite a lot of political power. I didn't realise how much we had. Let's definitely add in. Reduce our training time. Add a military high command. Do we have an infantry expert? That's great because we do have a lot of infantry. So I reckon when we do actually, when it comes to war, at least on the infantry bit, then I think we'll do all right. Okay, that Rommel's army is looking deadly. The Chinese United Front forms an unstable alliance, I imagine it is. We need tungsten. Where do we need tungsten from? Sweden? You will give me more tungsten. So we're going up. Actually, how is the ideology going? Yes. And in the USA. That's also going up nicely too. What are we lacking now? We need more tungsten. What? Okay, well, actually can't deliver it. Keep it to one factory. And Portugal, I'll also take it from you. How's that sound? How about that? How about that? It's nice to be able to do another little Hearts of Iron 4 campaign. I know it's just on the base game, but Peaceful Germany will hopefully succeed. Let's get some more... Okay, we will recall. Reasserted our eastern claims. And we need at least 750 manpower. Now, how much do we have in the field at the moment? 737,000. Ooh, they're getting there. I think they're being hampered by my lack of support equipment. Okay, so we need to do something. I'm recruiting military factories like crazy. Or building them like crazy. Not you can't recruit them, can you? So we can't do the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact because we need at least 850 manpower. Sorry, at least 850 men in the army. Yeah, in the divisions in the field. I might just plop out a couple more divisions. Just so we can get up to the 750,000. Okay, so I'm going to demand the Sudetenland. And let's put my divisions over there just to make it seem like a better idea. Memel folds. Huzzah. So we've gained a little bit more territory there. Unassigned divisions. You are green. All crumbs. Another research slot is available, so we're approaching 1938 rather rapidly. So I'll just go for that. Elastic defense, armored spearhead. or mobile infantry. I think we'll go for the armoured spearhead. Okay, that's fine. Modify our government so we can add in another military high command. So much political power. It's awesome. Okay, so I think 50 divisions is the maximum I'm going to give a field marshal. So next time, I'm surprised that Czechoslovakia have so many divisions. And they're being guaranteed. Hopefully they'll still go to the Sudetenland. I would have thought there would have been more than enough divisions to destroy them. Maybe I've underestimated Czechoslovakia. Oh, never mind. The Munich Conference. Okay, so the Czechs have surrendered the Sudeten territories. Their oppressed German inhabitants will at long last be brought into the fatherland. Great! So we reduce their territory a little bit more. So we can go down the First Vienna Award as well, or we can go down the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. I think we'll go down the First Vienna Award. Okay, so Hungary gets the First Vienna Award. Peace for now. Indeed. Actually, I already said that 50 would be the maximum, didn't I? So, U-10 divisions can go into a new Field Marshal. At least I think I have a Field Marshal. I do! Okay, so let's potluck you. Over there. But so far, this Peaceful Germany campaign is going rather swimmingly. Only 98 divisions. That's less than I would like. But we're doing okay. Let's improve our infantry equipment. Oh gosh. So we need oil, Venezuela. Give me all your oil. Oh god, I don't need 92. Actually, yes I do. Cool. I might have to build some refineries so Germany can keep on running when there is war. We're still managing to recruit and deploy at a decent rate. Armoured spearhead. God, we are just blitzing through. The Pax Americana, okay. We've done the First Vienna Award. And we'll do the Fate of Czechoslovakia. If I can absorb it all into the Reich, that would be grand. And it looks like Hungary has gained a little bit more territory, I think. Okay. So we're still constructing military factories at quite a decent rate. I think it'd be handy to get some radar stations around the place. And then maybe a refinery in secure territory. And then more military factories, because who can't... We need more military we need more military factories. Okay, then we can get a final military high command. Might be prudent to get a Chief of Air Force, though. I'm pretty happy with how this is going. Only at 28% world tension. And Germany is starting to get a bit more territory. Looks like Japan has invaded. They're doing okay. I don't need to send volunteers. Doesn't look that like anyone's really eager for war at the moment. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do all of Czechoslovakia belongs to the Reich. And it did work. Okay, awesome. Love it. This is going very well indeed. What's the second Vienna award? Ooh. So in June 1938, let's demand Slovenia. This is going swimmingly. Okay, so German troops crossed in Bohemia and Moravia recently. A second protectorate centered around Slovakia was also announced in Bratislava. All of Czechoslovakia has effectively been annexed into the Reich. That is amazing. We now have lots more civilian military factories freed up. Again, we're lacking on tungsten. So Portugal, gimme, gimme, gimme. Venezuela is not providing... What? Okay, well, I'll take some of my factories back. And I might as well trade with the Soviet Union, if that's the case. Oh. Well, I'll get more then. Surprised at how peaceful everyone's being. I wasn't expecting this. I shan't complain, though. Okay, so we have an abundance of towed artillery. We're still in need of a lot of tanks. Tanks, towed anti-tank, and motorised are what we're really lacking. So we'll add more motorised. Only lacking on one rubber. Okay. Always carry rubbers around with you. Ooh, more SS divisions. Okay, 1938, let's get that going. Increase our decryption. Tungsten from Sweden. God damn it, Sweden, what are you doing? There we go. So I think once we've done the demand Slovenia, that's where I'll call it an end for the first episode. I think we've made some decent progress. We've expanded our territory quite considerably. Low manpower, yep. Yep. Insufficient resources. Soviets can just give me more. The 4th Internationale. Very good. 7 more infantry divisions. The London surrender, a triumph for Germany. Huzzah! We're gaining so much territory, everyone. Oh, this is lovely. Huh. So we might... See, look, we're not going to go down Danzig War yet. Danzig for Slovakia. Oh. They're mutually exclusive, so I don't actually have to do that at all. Okay, so let me know what you in the comments below, what you think my next national focus should be. So far, we've gained a heck of a lot of territory without having to fire a shot, which is what the aim of this campaign was. So, as you can see, look at all of that. Look at all of that. And we currently have 117 divisions in the military. So, if you've enjoyed the episode, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, and all that jazz. And until next time, everyone, I bid you a very, very good day.